Hey everyone, my name is Robert. Welcome back to my channel, Barter Hordes. And I'm here today with the announcement for the results from the first round, the octofinals of the BookTube Prize, and also the pairings for the quarterfinals. I'll make this fairly short. I don't want this to drag on too long. For those of you who aren't familiar with the BookTube Prize structure, you can read about it on our website, which I'll link in the description box. And the quarterfinal round will run throughout the month of April and through the first 25 days of May. So about 8 weeks from now, we'll announce the results from the quarterfinals. And so the first thing I want to do is I want to thank the 24 judges who served for the first round. And again, many of them are judging for the quarterfinals. So I want to thank all of them for their participation and their willingness to set aside time to read 6 books and rank them for us. It's been a lot of fun doing this. I haven't had to judge anything myself so far, which is great. I'm going to probably not judge unless there's an emergency until we get to the final round where I want everyone to judge. So before this gets too long, I'll switch over here to the voiceover and I'll take you through the results from the 8 groups, and then I'll show you the pairings for the 4 groups in the quarterfinals. I'll be back at the end of the video. Okay, so let's go through the results. Just a quick recap on the way this works is there are 6 books in each group, and after the 3 judges have ranked the 6 books 1 through 6, I compile the rankings, and the 3 books with the best composite rankings will advance on into the quarterfinals round. And that's the way each round works. There'll always be groups of 6, and the top 3 from each group will always advance to the next round. Okay, so in Group A, we had these 6 books: John Boyne's A Ladder to the Sky, R.O. Kwan's The Incendiaries, Sarah Perry's Melmoth, Anna Burns's Milkman, Chloe Benjamin's The Immortalists, and Amy Bloom's White Houses. And after the rankings are in, the 3 books advancing are John Boyne's A Ladder to the Sky, R.O. Kwan's The Incendiaries, and Chloe Benjamin's The Immortalists. That means Melmoth, Milkman, and White Houses all drop out. Okay, in Group B, we started with these 6 books: Rebecca Mackay's The Great Believers, Oyenkan Braithwaite's My Sister the Serial Killer, Fatima Farheen Mirza's A Place for Us, Delia Owens's Where the Crawdads Sing, Rachel Kushner's The Mars Room, and Matt Haig's How to Stop Time. And the 3 books advancing from Group B are Rebecca Mackay's The Great Believers, Fatima Farheen Mirza's A Place for Us, and Delia Owens' Where the Crawdads Sing, which means My Sister the Serial Killer, The Mars Room, and How to Stop Time all drop out. Moving on to Group C, we started with these 6 books: Joyce Carol Oates' Hazards of Time Travel, Imogen Hermes Gower, The Mermaid and Mrs. Hancock, Karis Davis, West, Stephen Markley, Ohio, Kristen Hanna, The Great Alone, and Jodi Picoult, A Spark of Light. And the 3 books that are advancing from Group C are Imogen Hermes Gower, The Mermaid and Mrs. Hancock, Karis Davis, West, and Kristen Hanna, The Great Alone, which means Hazards of Time Travel, Ohio, and A Spark of Light all drop out. Moving on to Group D, we started with 6 books: Richard Powers' The Overstory, Clarissa Gunawan's Rainbirds, Sigrid Nunez' The Friend, Aminata Forna Happiness, Essie Adujian Washington Black, and Tayari Jones An American Marriage. And the 3 books advancing from Group D are Aminata Forna Happiness, Essie Adujian Washington Black, and Tyree Jones An American Marriage, which means The Overstory, Rainbirds, and The Friend drop out. Moving on to Group E, the 6 books we started with: Shobha Rao, Girls Burn Brighter; Meg Wolitzer, The Female Persuasion; Michael Ondaatje, Warlight; Claire Fuller, Bitter Orange; Tim Winton, The Shepherd's Hut; and Lenny Zumas, Red Clocks. And the 3 books that are advancing are Michael Ondaatje's Warlight, Claire Fuller's Bitter Orange, and Lenny Zumas's Red Clocks, which means Girls Burn Brighter, The Female Persuasion, and The Shepherd's Hut all drop out. In Group F, we started with these 6: Christina Dalcher, Vox; Madeline Miller, Circe; Ling Ma, Severance; Asia Gable, The Ensemble; Ingrid Rojas Contreras, Fruit of the Drunken Tree; and Pat Barker, The Silence of the Girls. And the 3 books that are advancing are Madeline Miller's Circe, Ingrid Rojas Contreras' Fruit of the Drunken Tree, and Pat Barker's The Silence of the Girls, which means Vox, Severance, and The Ensemble all drop out. In Group G, we started with these 6 books: Akwaeke Emezi's Freshwater; Waetu Moore, She Would Be King; Heather Morris, The Tattooist of Auschwitz; Barbara Kingsolver, Unsheltered; Peng Shepherd, The Book of M; and Natalia Sylvester's Everyone Knows You Go Home. And the 3 books that advance from Group G are Akwaeke Emezi, Freshwater; Heather Morris, The Tattooist of Auschwitz; and Peng Shepherd's The Book of M, which means She Would Be King, Unsheltered, and Everyone Knows You Go Home drop out. And finally, in Group H, we started with these 6 books: Jamie Quattro, Fire Sermon; Kate Atkinson, Transcription; Daisy Johnson, Everything Under; Tommy Orange, There, There; Claire G. Coleman, Terra Nullius; and Christine Mangan, Tangerine. And the final 3 books from Group H advancing to the quarterfinals are Jamie Quattro's Fire Sermon, Kate Atkinson's Transcription, and Tommy Orange's There, There, which means Everything Under, Terra Nullius, and Tangerine all drop out. So that brings us to the quarterfinals, and they will be split up into 4 groups, 6 books in each group, just like we did in the octafinals. And in Group A, you're going to have Pat Barker, The Silence of the Girls; Rebecca Mackay, The Great Believers; Lenny Zumas, Red Clocks; Tommy Orange, There, There; Aminata Forna, Happiness; and Claire Fuller, Bitter Orange. In Group B, it'll be Ingrid Rojas Contreras, Fruit of the Drunken Tree; Imogen Hermes Gower, The Mermaid and Mrs. Hancock; Chloe Benjamin, The Immortalists; Madeline Miller, Circe; Fatima Farheen Mirza, A Place for Us; and John Boyne's A Ladder to the Sky. In Group C, Essie Adujian, Washington Black; Akwaeke Emezi, Freshwater; Kate Atkinson, Transcription; Jamie Quattro, Fire Sermon; Tayari Jones, An American Marriage; and Michael Ondaatje's Warlight. Which leaves the following 6 books for Group D, the final group: Delia Owens, Where the Crawdads Sing; Kristen Hanna, The Great Alone; R.O. Kwan's The Incendiaries; Heather Morris, The Tattooist of Auschwitz; Peng Shepherd, The Book of M; and Karis Davis, West. Okay, so there you have it. The results from round 1, the octafinals, and the pairings for the quarterfinals. Those of you who are judging the quarterfinals, later today I will send you an email with the group that you will be judging, so you know what 6 books to locate, some of which you may have already read, which will save you some time, whether you're getting them from the library or Scribd or some other source or purchasing them, whatever you need to do. If you're going to make a reaction video about the first round results, please use the hashtag BookTubePrize. That way they kind of get aggregated all together and we can see the ones on channels that we may not be subscribed to that way, and I can find all the videos as quickly as possible. All right, everybody, I'll be back with you on Friday with the Friday Reads, and until then, happy reading and happy quarterfinals.